Good evening, Coppell ISD. I hope everybody's doing well. This is Carl Pointer from the high school, and I just wanted to take a few minutes to share a way that I organize my Schoology folders that may benefit you and your learners as we move forward with our virtual learning and just throughout our everyday opportunities. For me, I have multiple courses that I teach, and so many of my sections I'm unable to link together, so I have multiple sections that I have to put folders, put information in. And so for me, I like to build everything in a sandbox, which is just a course I've created where I build everything. And then from there, that sandbox, I'm able to copy that information to the different courses that my learners will use. And really, the benefit I like of doing it in the sandbox is one, it gives me a chance to do it, make sure I can play with it, make sure I have it the way I want it. But two, at the end of the year, I'm able to archive that course and I can go back and look at what did we do, what are the items that we liked, what did we didn't like, what was the pacing, and it's just a great reflection tool to go through and look at. So if you follow me here as I click on my sandbox, this is where I'm creating for my chemistry classes that we'll be going through the next couple weeks. The first thing that I put in there, of course, is our tentative schedule. I did this as a page so that the learners and parents can see it. It'll be big, it's right in front, gives them an idea of, hey, what is the time when we're doing the different items that they're going through. Then I like to do folders. I'm a very organized guy. I like to have my information and find it very quickly and easily without having to scan through a big folder and look at 80, 90 different items. So what I try to do is break my folders up by different things that the learners will need. The first one, of course, is going to be our class resource folder. And this folder is the folder where I put all the information, syllabus, safety contract, periodic table, link to our online textbook, items that the learners are going to use throughout the year over and over in a repeated process. So they always know where they can find that information, and that's something very easy. You can update and add things to it as we go through. Then I like to break my folders down and my information for my learners by 9 weeks. I like to group everything together, first 9 weeks folder, second 9 weeks folder, and our learners know that within that folder, they're going to find everything that they're going to utilize for that 9 weeks. Since we are on the fourth 9 weeks right now, I'll show you what I've started with. When I go in, I create a new folder for each week. So within that 9 weeks folder, I'm going to have week one folder, March 16th through the 20th, whatever the date is going to be for that week. Then within there, I'm going to put in our objective that the students we're wanting them to know, our enduring understandings that we want them to know at the end of the unit, and then my essential questions. This information is not something I just made up. This is information that I was able to just copy and paste from the UBDs that our team has created that can be found in the resource section here on Schoology. So hopefully all of your teams have that information. It's very easy to post on here, and I put it on the folder so the kids know automatically to look at it and they can see, hey, what are we doing this week? Then once they go through that, then I put in the actual day-to-day, what are we doing each week? And so I break it down, A day, B day, and I give them the information and the details of, hey, what are we doing specifically this day, this day? This is great. So when a learner is out or misses a day, they can automatically come here, look on their folder, see what they did, see what they need to do, and then they're able to to go in and find that information right away and do it. The other great opportunity is if you're in the classroom. For me, I float in multiple classrooms, so I'm able to just put this on the projector as the kids walk in, and they can see the information every day. What are we doing? And so they've gotten used to seeing this. Within the folder now for week one will be all the information that the learners will need for that day. So the first day we're going to do solution notes with the PowerPoint that I want them to go through. There's a screenshot of the board with certain concepts that I want them to get. And then there's a video of a lecture series of us going through these notes and information. And then there's the assignment that I want them to do. And so within that assignment, I've been able to upload the worksheet or whatever, the file that I want them to create or do. And then they can submit it back into Schoology. And it makes it very easy to gather the information instead of getting 50, 100, 120 different emails with kids emailing it. They submit it in one spot. It makes it very easy to go through and look at and grade and see who's turned in what and then take care of that information. Once I have everything for that folder in that week, then I can slide back out, and then I can take that information and I can copy and paste it into my other courses where I want it to go. Since I just created this fourth 9 weeks folder, I'm going to come down here to the outside. I'm going to click on copy to courses. I'll find which course I want to give it to. Because I have multiple courses, I always put icons in there so I know specifically which courses I'm looking for. It makes it easier to find the sections, especially at the beginning of the year when both A and B sections are showing. But I'm going to come in here and I'm going to click, this is going to my chemistry. Because it's a new folder, I'm going to click none because I already have the previous folder in there. So I'm going to click none. And I also need to go to this chemistry folder, none. I click copy and click copy folder again. And now that folder that we just created with all that information can be found in the learners folder. So if you go to courses and I come over here to my chemistry course, I can click on it, and this is what the learners will see in the way I've set it up. They have the tentative schedule, they have their course resources, they can see what we did last 9 weeks, they can see what they did this 9 weeks. So an example of what a full 9 weeks folder would look like is you come in, you click, you can see week 1, the date, our objective, our understanding, what we did that week, and then everything that they needed was in that folder for that week. You can see week 2. And so this makes it very easy for learners as well as parents to come in and go, hey, what are we doing this week? And they know specifically where to find it without having to search through a big folder and finding the different items and different materials that you're looking for. I hope this is something that works for you. This works for me, and my learners really like this organization and setup. As they say, it makes it very easy for them to find this information. So I hope this works for you as you go forward as we're moving into this online venture. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. Again, my name is Carl Pointer. I teach chemistry up at the high school. So good luck as we move on, and hopefully your Schoology courses and the coursework will finish out strong, and we'll be back soon.